All right. How's it going tonight, everyone? Welcome. Happy Thursday. Hope your week is coming to a good close, or if you're watching a VOD, I hope your day's good. I don't know. Either way, we're here back at it again. We got a bunch of pull requests. Ivanhoe's been an absolute machine in knocking these out. Thank you very much, Ivanhoe. Greatly appreciate it. I got a bunch of stuff to fix, but there's fix it, ship it's here, and a bunch of other stuff. So we're just gonna get right into it. Yeah. TGIF here, nice. How's it going, Nicholas Mad? Welcome. Hope you're doing well. All right. So we are gonna get the ones that are already ready to go. I don't think they have any dependencies. We'll see. This does not have any dependency. Well, all right. I like to try to do them numbered first. Yeah, okay. Remove all of the proxy code. gproxy resolver does everything we were doing except the custom proxies, which I have some ideas on. However, no one is using proxies right now, so we just use the system default one, and we should be good for now. Yep. And this blocks 4121. Cool. RBT land my SAR. 4120. This is 4120. It blocks 4121. New proxy code should be interesting. We might dynamically create types. I'm not quite sure how that's gonna work yet. That's the kicker. How do we support multiple custom ones and that kind of stuff? I need to figure it out yet, but it's not a big deal. But the getting rid of preferences. Oh yeah, that's I think that's on the list tonight. I got some tweaks I got to do. So Ivanhoe pointed out that there's some stuff that's mentioned in changelog.api which we deleted. So I'm going to update those pull requests. We'll go from there. But I already opened another pull request to just delete, or not delete, but to deprecate changelog.api because it's not useful for Pidgin 3. There's just too much stuff in it. You need something like the migration guide I'm writing that can actually like tell you what things got replaced and how and why and stuff like that, rather than like this function got deprecated, it's gone, or not even deprecated, it got deleted. Just bye. Right? So yeah. Remove all the proxy code. gprune -r, remove proxy -s defaults. Cool. There's no issue for that. Okay, cool. 4121 is blocked, I think, or does this need tweak? Okay, this just needs tweaks. Yeah, he did a fix it, ship it, so. HG up. This is G plugin settings. Yeah. Or plugins G settings. HG rebase -d default. Keep branches. Ninja. Oh, I suppose so. Oh. Change line API. You give me line numbers? Probably not, but that's okay. Okay, find plugin. Find by file name. You're on 21, right? Yep. I got really confused there for a second because I'm on the wrong window. Oh, I wanted to do this too, or I needed to do this, but it should be fine. Rebased and removed items. Oh. Change log.api. Okay. Oh, we're gonna not email because, well, number one, he's sleeping. Number two, doesn't matter. Fixed. Fixed. All right, 4121 can land. Turtles. Come on. And we're going. We might get a little bit into the docs tonight. We might not. I don't know. Depends. The migration docs it is. I realized I haven't touched anything on like the UI migration, and that one's gonna be fun too. I'm in the protocol one right now, and the UI one is not as bad, but maybe. $41.23. Fix it, chip it. Okay, yep. Remove prefs. What do we gotta fix here? Core.c. Line 215. Everything after this must not try use any settings. Grimlish is in full force. Let's try. Must not try. Okay, yeah, to use. Okay, that does make sense. Like I'm just having a hard time parsing it. Must try. Not try to use any settings. Must try. No. What the f. Must not try to use it. Must try to not. Well, whatever. We'll do it the way he gave. No, okay, whatever. It's fine. I think the other way would read better, but this is fine. Go on. It's like right as I say, come on, it starts running the test. I have a knack for these things. 4122. 23. Rebased and addressed issues. Okay. Publish. Fixed 4123. Also, this may be a short stream because I did not sleep much last night. We put up a new divider for the kittens and let them take the entire upstairs, and wow, they kept me up all night. It's the first time they've been in my room and stuff like that, and whew, yeah, they got energy at 3 a.m. and 6 a.m. and it's quite impressive, honestly. Alright. That was HP phase minus P. Oh, no. Oh, minus P. Push. Alright. It's 4126 ready to go. No, that's okay. I'll do this for a second. Go on. Land faster. Move prefs minus S. Default. UI cleanups. Hey, rebates. Nice default. Key branches. Alright. Cute. What else do we got that's merge ready? Account manager for each. Alright, cool. 4124. C-bill, hold on, zoo. Yep. 4124? Yes. Oh, I don't know why this disk IO is so slow. Come on. Anybody got any fun weekend plans? I get to make more pickles. Yay. Planted too many cucumber plants. Too many. We're a week away from a holiday weekend here in the USA too, so that's cool. Labor Day, although not that it means anything here. It means we get a day off of work. That's what it means. I remember what I named this branch. Okay. Did we merge that? Add a unit test for purple. Come. Well, I guess not. Okay. Nope, that's a account manager backend. SR, remove account manager for each default. Okay. Yeah, this is not a fix it, ship it, but that's fine. Not quite parse the description. Alright, so this was remove contact info username. What was that branch name? I gotta look at this IO issue. I should do that this weekend. Alright, so Ivanhoe said... Jesus, come on. I probably need to reboot. When's the last time I rebooted? It's been almost 3 weeks. That's the first thing I need to do. Is a reboot. Reboot. Oh, he means this description. For protocols that don't have server-side IDs, this is just a duplicate of the ID, so it wasn't very efficient / useful. However, removing this does reintroduce a problem where Yeah, okay. Removing this does reintroduce a problem we had previously, where purple contact info matches could look at a UUID which can contain the letters A through F in them. This means if you searched for AD, you could match any contact info whose server side UUID contains the letters A and D. We may add a property to purple contact info to determine if the ID should be used in purple contact info matches at a later date. Sure. Okay. Hopefully that helps. Function reference, change log should be draw. Okay. So we'll go ahead and publish this way. Well, I guess we could have done it the other way, but it's fine. I try not to spam people's emails when I'm doing multiple updates and stuff, but sometimes it happens. 140. Oh no, I need changelog.api. Changelog.api. Contact info get username and set username. Okay. Oh. I thought there was something else I wanted to get into tonight. I don't remember what it was. We can't get rid of XML node until we get accounts migrated to their backend stuff. Oh, is that it? So I'm debating on creating Noop backends for everything, and I think we might. And that'll just let us transition stuff here in semi-reasonable fashion. I don't know. Or we could just say fuck it and just let stuff fail and give warnings in the background, which I'm inclined to do too. 414. Repose my R4114. Oh, that's right. TwitchCon is like next weekend, isn't it? Or a couple weeks? I don't remember. It's not far away. I was kind of maybe thinking about it, and it's just like, I'm gonna pass. Don't exactly have the spare cash or time. Re-based and addressed issues. Okay. And what was the problem here? Oh, this is should fix it. We returned without having to explicitly check each command. I don't know. What does the rest of this say? Set a unique number of commands for each conversation type. We use that to determine that the correct commands were returned without. Okay, yeah. Yes. We were returned. That was the answer. Proxy manager, migration docs, demo contact fixes, account manager cleanups. What is the account manager cleanups? I don't remember. Where the hell's this damn test? I have too many open branches. Command manager, get count for tests. Test command manager.c. It was line number 389. Just a comment, but we'll compile again anyways. I'm sitting here drinking soda with caffeine, lots of caffeine. I'm still sitting here yawning. Same for you. And not alone. Cheers. Oh, I'm in a green cup. How does this even show up? Oh, it shows up like there's a hole in my face. 4108. Also, you all may be interested. I have been journeying through the clips on the channel that I have never ever gone through in the 8+ years that I've been streaming. And yeah, I have been updating that. You've noticed? Are you getting notified? If so, I'm sorry. You've seen 2? Where did you see them? Some of them I've been posting to YouTube as well. And I'm debating. I'm like, TikTok. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. On YouTube just randomly? Ah, cool. Yeah, the I'm learning that, like, yeah, don't just post a bunch real quick, because like the metrics are like and then they just flatten out. So like, oh, I should probably only do one, like give one a couple hours. Like I'm just going through the list and modifying. I'm like, oh, that's a good one, put it on YouTube, right? So yeah. Oh, there's an issue on this one even. Nice. All right, show changes. Oh, we already did that. Yep, that's cool. Publish. Oh, it's funny to hear, or good to hear that they're showing up randomly on YouTube, though. The first one of them is like 14 minutes, 900 views, and I'm just like, how? I'm like, this, what? Wait. Price for a bunch, but schedule them to go out every so often so you're doing all the time. Yeah, well, like, I don't know if I can schedule them to get posted from Twitch. That's the problem. But either way, there's the backlog to get through. But if I say something smart or funny, please clip it. Or remind me to like make a mark. Yeah, right. There's a thing up here to make a mark, right? Sub only chat, 60-second ad. What's this one? Oh, Among Us Plus. That's not even a thing anymore. I thought there's a thing to like add a stream marker. Yeah, there it is. Oh, but you can use that in the highlighter. And I have clip. All right, whatever. How's it going, Fallen? Welcome, welcome. How are you? Hope you're doing well. They're not first. You found the redeem. Yes, yes. Oh. There's no way to do like a group of redeems, right? So like there's nothing stopping you from redeeming second and third as well, is there? You can do second and third? Okay. I should look at that. Like, I don't expect people, like, people can. I don't, like, it doesn't matter, right? It's just supposed to be fun. So, like, if you redeem it and when you didn't get it, it's like, oh, look at you, yeah. So Icarus got third, nice. Everyone skips second. Nobody wants to be number 2. I should put that in the description. Nobody wants to be number 2. Poop emoji. But yeah, Q Logic usually grabs third, and I was like, why do you keep grabbing third? He's like, you know, it's the third joke. Half-Life 3, Pidgin 3, whatever the other 3 was, and I remember, I'm like, oh, yeah, of course. First the worst, second the best, third the nerd. Oh, see, here, for us it was, first is the worst, second is the best, third is a big fat turd. We were okay with nerds as kids, I guess. But not turds. Turds are bad, okay? What, the Half-Life thing? Or the Half-Life 3 thing? Or the third is a turd? Such riveting conversation tonight. Turd? Gotcha. Okay. All right. We are in a much more manageable state here. Until I get going again. The project would get a lot more contributors if you just use Git. I mean, standard SEM for everything now? Yeah, yeah. So my new phrase, and I asked on Mastodon, I only got one response, is, I'm sorry, I don't believe in Git conversion therapy. Thought of that comeback today. You like that one? You should really rewrite Pidgin in Rust. I'm sorry, I don't believe in Rust conversion therapy. You should really check out AI. I'm sorry, I don't believe in AI conversion therapy. Did I update? I run unstable. So I'm technically on Forky. Boop. So I updated to Trixie a long ass time ago. Was deleting my Stroop waffles? Yeah. I swear I'm not a robot. My face too in that clip. I totally forgot about that clip until I found it. And I'm watching it and my face, because I say delete and I realize I said I deleted Stroop waffles and I'm just like, fuck. Right? Because I'm just like, yeah, I deleted it. It's like so self-loathing. You're running Stretch still? I have machines in production that I inherited that are still running Jesse. Oh, no, Stretch is after, no. Jesse, Bullseye, Buster, Bookworm, right? 8, 9, 10. No, where the hell's Stretch in there? Buster, Son, Debian releases. Yeah, I know Bookworm is 12. It's the other ones that I can't remember. Okay, so Stretch is 9. I have stuff that's still Jesse. Oh, yeah, so the extended long-term service ended in June. Duke is 15. You have a pile of stuff that's still Buster? Yeah, we have somewhere around 8,000 Jesse machines. And they're not just Debian Jesse. They're Raspbian Jesse. So that's gonna be fun. And not an internet shit devices, but actual servers, yeah. You feel attacked? Why do you feel attacked? But yeah, the fun part for me is all of those 8,000 machines are Raspberry Pi 3 compute modules in carrier boards that don't have monitors. So... Oh, no, I'm not saying anything bad about Raspbian or anything. It's just... I was calling it out as Raspbian as saying that they are Raspberry Pis. And then I added on after the fact that they are headless. And they're compute modules that are embedded in another device. And I'm going to have to update them from Debian 8 at some point. The new ones going out are at least Debian 10. I need to see if I can get that updated to Trixie. But we'll see. You feel me completely? Yeah, okay. Like, I didn't think you were like, oh my god, I'm so offended. But yeah. It sounds good, Chris. But yeah, it's just, you know, it's so like right now what I'm doing is I'm updating our main production image to Trixie so that new stuff going out for the one product is just, you know, modern instead of just shipping out more Bookworm. But then after that's done, I still have to work through all the, actually, I think Salt is okay now. I think I got all the stuff for Salt to have it okay. But then I have to, we're doing a Frankenstein product and I need to get that done like next week. I need to convert all the Salt stuff from the old Salt server, that blah, blah, blah. But I just spent like a week remembering how to set up X509 signing with Salt because Salt after version 3006, which is still supported, but it's the last one that's still supported, or the oldest one that's still supported. They changed the way that the X509 cert signing works. So I'm trying to just put anything that's new to the new signing method. So I had to stand up a new VPS to be able to do the new signing method and blah. Yeah. Blood count star from host for OS Debian, OS for 10, 692. Nice. That's not too bad. I mean, it's a lot, but you do image-based deployments, don't you? Or are you going to update those in place? Oh, DE bootstrap deployments. Oh, even more fun. Okay, UI cleanups are still there. For those of you who don't know, what DE Bootstrap does is it basically goes to dev.debian.org/Debian, and then whatever dist you put in, it'll go dists. So we'll say we put in Trixie. Then what it's going to do is it's going to grab this releases file. It's 130. Well, we'll see. Is it going to download it? No. Okay. And what it's going to do is... they change this? They might have changed this. No, I'm messing up. It's not in releases. It's in packages. It grabs packages. Okay, so you give it the... Right, so you say main. Oh, no, contents. Contents, my bad. So then it's going to go look at contents all. We're not going to look at this because it's 36 megs. But then what it's going to do is, if we do like fcache show base files, so it has this property called essential. So yeah, I'd hope you have private mirrors. That's the only way to do this stuff. Otherwise, it's just way too fucking long. Takes too long over the internet. And plus, you know, you destroy the Debian mirrors. Even if, and maybe you're okay with just app cacher, but private mirrors just works better. But, so what it does is it grabs the contents file, and then it looks for any package that says essential yes. And then it takes all those and manually extracts them to build a root Debian file system, starting with this package. If you don't know this package, like, so D package, -L, base files, you can see this has your root, your boot, your dev, your Etsy Debian version file, Etsy default, Etsy D package, blah, 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 blah. I thought OS release was in here too. I guess not. But this has literally just, oh, there it is, Etsy OS release. So this has just, you know, the literal, like, create the directories on the file system. That's what this package is. So, yeah. Dbootstrap is a standard Debian installer, but it has a cheat code. You feed it a pre-seed file, answer all the questions, installs the box, apps all from DHCP. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, I build our images in a similar fashion. I use virt install, and I manually inject a pre-seed file as well as some startup scripts or install scripts to run as post-inst commands. But then it uses the pre-seed to do the install, and the pre-seed will point it to an app cacher ng, because we're only building the image once or twice, and we just image it to drives. But then, you know, so virt install just runs, it does its whole thing, then when it's done with the install, it shuts down the VM, and boom, I have a raw image file for everything, and it works well. You have full rsync mirrors? Nice. For all architectures? We have bare metal and KVM based VMs? Yeah. Yeah, so we start with the same image for everything. It's just a raw disk image. I think it's 5 gigs by default, just so we can compress it fast and get it moved around. But like, we have customers that will run VMware or Hyper-V, and what have you, right? So I've got instructions for people how to take the image, convert it, and then provision it for them on that hypervisor and everything, and then it's fine. It's annoying, but it's fine. Which I have to build a VM tomorrow. Joy. Lucky me. It doesn't take long. It's just annoying. But I'm working remote tomorrow. And that's good because my upload speed at home is faster than work. So when I have to upload a 3 gig compressed image, it takes like 10 minutes here tops, and it takes an hour at work. You're just like, remember when this used to be the opposite? What happened to that? We used to have better internet at work than at home, and now that's just not a thing. All right, well, let's do this. Migration docs. Actually, we're gonna go back to build because that's where all this was. I don't really care about build 2. Bye, build 2. See you later. I don't even know if I still have the, I had an ngrok session running to share the docs, but nobody's reading it anyways. I think I closed it. I don't know. Oh, no. Didn't mean to control C. I'm sorry. Don't die. You died. Oh, I did have ngrok running. It's gone now. And it's gone. Are you using Legacy Boot or are you Eufy everywhere? Or are you doing Universal Boot? We have random hardware for the bare metals, so we leverage iPixie to ask a web service. What am I supposed to beat? Nice. That kicks off the right version loading the kernel and DE Bootstrap, which asks for the pre-seed, which then has a box profile Debian package with a post-install script that effectively causes everything else installed by Debian. Nice, nice. Yeah. That's not a bad way to go. Yeah, so like after we image the machine, I have a Debian package that will kick off the provisioning process. And basically that, so like the core image is supposed to be small and tiny. So like it doesn't need to update often. And we can use it for multiple products. And then the provision script, there's a debconf question that says, what product is this? And then that'll set it up with salt and everything to pull down everything else. So, yeah. But we have a very different deployment scenario than you do. Because, like, our machines go and live behind somebody else's network. So, like, we can't just, like, randomly re-pixie boot them and, you know, grab stuff. Oh, I didn't even see restarted got second. Nice. When did that happen? Do. 13. No, it's right around here. I just totally missed it. I don't even see it in chat. What the hell, man? I thought it showed it in chat, doesn't it? Yeah. Oh, there it is. It was right after the third. Okay. I just blind. Just blind. All right. So, these motherfucking docs. So, yep, I am writing a book. So new stuff, and then we have to do UI changes. Okay, so I already mentioned UI data. Many objects in Purple 2 had a UI data member that allowed the user interface to store an opaque pointer in them. Now everything is GObject. These have been removed as GObject get data and GObject set data can be used to add any amount of data to an object. Yay. So protocol. Oh, right. So what ended up happening was I started implementing this and I started finding gaps. I started writing this and I started finding gaps in what Pidgin 2 has and Pidgin 3 doesn't have. So yeah. Profile package also install things like local config management, self-test, and stuff to make the node check itself into the distributed runtime stuff and let ops know it's ready so they can review self-test reports and decide if it's good. Nice, nice. Considering making stuff automatically go straight into prod, the self-test pass, or if they fail based on the failure and have them auto-open tickets to the correct team to fix. Nice. Using Prometheus or anything? or different stats D or something. Any of that stuff. For that kind of stuff. All right. Homegrown over, but yeah, that happens. I mean, don't you know? Prometheus is an industry standard, and you'd get more contributors if you used it. Currently, the way the aliens are contacting. Okay. All right. So I opened a bunch of issues here, or I mentioned issues here. Pidgin dash. Okay. There are some old methods that we just noticed need to be updated to have entered. Fix it. That said, these methods replace the LB list. Okay, so. These have been replaced by... Protocol contacts. Don't you know, doing the meth dance and stealing copper is the thing, too? You don't see me following that trend? Yep. Oh, did this not merge? Did I not fix this the way I thought I fixed this? Should we get action menu? Why are the docs wrong on the site? Why are builds not running at all? All the stuff we merged earlier, nothing got built. So what ends up happening is it looks like this gets killed, and then like this lock doesn't get cleaned up properly, and it's a pain in the ass. I mean, it's not bad. It's just annoying. Because I have to go and do this. This will force, just making one of them run will force it to do a new clone and see if there's changes. What a pain. Oh, by the way, I believe that's called the copper acquiring therapy. Copper acquire and conversion therapy, because you're converting it into money. I'm really beating that one into the ground, aren't I? Should really check out AI. You know, I hear they have some medicine to help you with that problem. Help you with that AI problem. Yeah, come on. Build. Do 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 do. All right. Well, that's doing its thing. Vertical contacts. Get get action menu. Get actions. Get menu. These have been replaced by iFace at vfunc at protocol contacts dot get action menu. This gets the actions and menu in one swoop. Place hold. Oh. The B-list node menu virtual functions have been replaced by blah. This gets actions to the menu in one swoop. Okay, cool. Do 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 do. Still going. All right, so now these are all queued up because yeah, so whatever. Yeah, now they're all busy because the repo got cleaned up. Yay! All right, protocol contacts. Sorry. Finally, we realize we not currently have a way to alias a contact of open Pidgin 18.116 or 181.16. Did I actually finish this? Well, the Windows build failed. Sequoia passed already. It's good to see. Yeah, I did merge this. Okay. Yep. All right. The alias buddy virtual function has been replaced. Replaced. That's how I replace things. I replace them. It's been replaced by vfunc at protocol contacts dot set alias async and vfunc at protocol contacts dot set alias finish. I know finish is wrong. Give me a second. These will work on any contact, and since they are an async pair, the result is now accessible. So whatever, that's fine. I'm not going to keep harping on about this, but like, so previously in Pidgin 2 and earlier, you would call a function like alias buddy, and it would tell the protocol to do it. And I think, actually, I don't know. We should check this, because what I was thinking happens might not be what actually happens. I'm pretty sure it is what happens. Probably just in Pidgin, but let's see. Purple B-list alias buddy. It's in lib purple. Of course it is. Alright. Gets rid of unprintables. Okay. It seems like it should do that before it checks if it's an empty string, right? Okay, whatever. Huh. We might want to put that into burb. Strings are different. What the fuck? What is that? Okay. Whatever. So alias buddy does all that, looks for a change. Then it sets an alias. Then it updates, it saves the buddy list on disk. Then it updates the UI. No. Which op structure is this? Okay, this is the UI. So it tells the UI to save the B-list node. Then it updates the UI. Then it finds conversation. Where the fuck does it call the protocol? But then it goes through, or it looks for a conversation with that buddy and then fixes their name. And then it emits a signal that they got aliased. But where the hell does... Oh. Purple B-list server alias buddy. This is where it calls the protocol. And then it does all this shit too. And yeah, I don't know how these get called. But yeah, this is... Oh, actually, no. We want to go back into that. Server alias. All right. So it changes the local, it changes the alias for the buddy in memory. And then it saves the node. It calls the update, finds the conversation. No, where the hell is the server? What the fuck? Hold on. Okay. Yep. Alias buddy. Of course it's in server.c. Where else would it be? So we call serve alias buddy. So this, oh, I'm in the purple. So I'm guessing this is called by the, yeah, so the buddy list. So this is in render edited callback. Oh, great. Okay, so yeah, so when somebody changed the cell the value, the text entry in the cell renderer, we get a callback for that. And if it's a contact node, we don't care. Okay, yeah, so whatever. If it's a contact node, then we can call serve alias buddy. Is that in here again? It should be this one too. Yeah. So the UI is telling the protocol directly to do this after it's already updated it locally, right? So the main reason with the async stuff here, I saw the ad just ended. But so what happens is the UI updates the local copy of memory and then tells the server to set it. Well, what happens is the server's like, nah, man, we don't accept that. Now you're desynced, right? With the async API, you would tell the server, hey, I want to change the alias to this. And then in the finish method, they'll go, okay, we accepted that, or no, we didn't. And then you can update your local copy. And then you don't desync. Yay, novel idea, huh? And all that to Jesus. All right. Since they're an async, these will work on any contact, and since they're async pair, the result is now accessible. Which should help avoid desynchronization. CSYNCHROUN. Desynchro CRONOUs. Synchronization? That's a word, isn't it? I think so. It didn't say, did you mean? Okay. All right. So, how was it doing? Oh, right. So I was going through the list of stuff that was removed. Right. So this, oh, no, there's more of this up here. Yeah. Pidgin 18. What the hell is this one? Protocol should have it. Oh, right. We didn't create this one yet. Oh, we did? Yeah, it's got merged. Okay. Okay. This is protocol interfaces. Been removed. No longer has been removed. Does not have a replacement. It's unlikely to be replaced. So idle. Change password, add deny, keep alive. Did I? Has been replaced by the async pair defunc at protocol dot set display name async. And vfunc protocol dot set display name finish. Okay. We'll replace protocol and create a class attachment added to the property message attachment of a class message. Yep. Yeah, we have to go through and do that, right? I was gonna say, I don't know why I was gonna say right now. We could do that right now, but that seems silly. Robotic Ed with the 34 months. Thank you very, very much. Greatly appreciate it. Also, those of you that don't know Robotic Ed, he's another streamer here on Twitch. Another programming streamer, even. And he works on a project management tool called Near Beach, and you should go give him a follow. Especially if you're a late night person or around this time or later, because he'll be on in a bit. Not on Thursdays or Fridays, whatever. I don't know. Anyways, how have you been? You've been away for a while. Hope you're doing well. And not to call you out that you've been just, you know, I hope you're on vacation or something, right? Getting some R&R. All right. Been extremely busy, healing up really well. Oh, what happened to your shoulder? I think I missed something. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I missed something. You got surgery to fix? What happened? Like, I don't know any of this. What happened? This is still old. Yeah, this. I don't know why these docs are not updating, right? We'll see. 3 years ago, you got hit by a car. Okay, I somehow did not know this at all. Okay, first 2 surgeries then, and sadly degraded to a point that you could not use your arm effectively. Oh, that's a bummer, man. So far, feeling good. You're in physical therapy and every stuff, I assume. Got to do the spinny things. I've had dislocations in my shoulders, and like one of the things you have to do is you got to like lean over and spin them in circles, slowly expanding the circle out and then bringing it back in. And now it's really good. Going to physio, moving the arm around a lot. I can only lift 10 pounds at the moment. I'm getting stronger every day. Nice, nice. Yes, the spinning arm looks really funny. Yes. So like, I just have to do it like 2 or 3 times a day, which means I had to do it at work. So like, I'm at work and I was at like a raised desk kind of thing. Like, and I was in support at the time, and I'm like just standing there, and people walk up like, "Hey, what are you doing?" I'm like, "My physical therapy." They're like, "Why?" I'm like, "Cause my arm's all fucked up." Brother took a video of you doing it at his place and sent it to the family chat, being like, "What the fuck is he doing?" Like, you gotta spin that sucker around, man. Make sure he doesn't get any clinks or cracks or anything. Like, yeah, at one point I even got an arm sling. It's just because for my HEDS, everything just slips out, right? And like for a while, my shoulder I couldn't get it back in. I ended up going to physical therapy for it even. It's like I'd be sitting at desk with my arm in a sling, and they're like, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "My shoulder's out." They're like, "Huh?" I'm like, "Yep. It's not where it's supposed to be. It sucks. Don't wish this on anybody." This is really bugging me that this is spelled right, right? Does AI say it right? Are you still kind of wearing the sling with the past 2 days? You mostly, yeah. Like the slings aren't horrible, but I mean, I'd definitely rather have a sling than like, I had these ice packs for my knees that you could tie around your knees, and like trying to get those suckers to stay in place. Oh my God. Whereas a sling is just like, all right, this is dumb. And then you're trying to do everything with one hand. But trust me, I totally understand where you're at. And that level of freedom where you're just like, oh, I don't need this anymore. Like, I think I've showed you my cane before, right? Like, look how beat up the edge of my, like, hold on, let's do it this way. That's not what I want. Like, you can see how beat up and worn down my cane is. So yeah, like when I was able to stop using this thing, oh my God. It was like a whole new world again, right? It's just like, it's like, you know, when you're like a kid and you break a bone or something and you're like 8 weeks you have to wear a cast. Don't get me wrong, 8 weeks is a long time. Years on a cane is a whole nother level. You with your shoulder for 3 years, a whole nother level, I'm sure. The ability to not T-Rex type, yeah. I mean, now that I look, I'm T-Rex typing. I'm not up here, but I'm definitely a T-Rex typer, apparently. Like, wait a second. I think I'm a T-Rex typer. It's fine. It's fine. All right, so we got to chat send file. What else do we got here? T-Rex typer. Yep. So that's the thing now. Oh, so you haven't been... So, was it this week I finally started this? I finally got my Stream Deck set up on Linux. I'm using Boswain. I think I'm saying that right now. I'm not sure. But yeah, so like I've had this set up forever, but I never had a quick way to turn it on. Now I do. And my away and backs are now a single button press. So like I can't forget to mute or unmute because it's just not a problem anymore. Yeah, so there's a bunch of different programs for it. So I'm using Boatswain. So I'm running OBS. So the my Boatswain. I don't like. There's a bunch of different options for it, but this is the one I'm using. The only issue is it requires the WebSocket v4 API, so you have to install the old WebSocket plugin in OBS. But I'm using OBS from Flatpak, and there's a Flatpak for the plugin. So yeah. But yeah, so like, right. But like you have to keep the program running and stuff all the time, which is kind of annoying. One of the other annoying things is you can't toggle a filter. So like away and back here, these are multiple actions: switch scene and toggle mute. Back, switch scene and toggle mute. It's not actually a toggle. It's a set it to unmute, but right. Then pixelate just switches the scene or toggles the visibility of a source. Starting scene and shutdown just jump to those scenes. And then microphone, I just have mute and unmute. Yeah, I want to get a filter, the ability to do filters in here, and maybe at some point we can get something there, but I don't know. But then you can do voice changers easily, stuff like that, right? So, but yeah, it works real nice. Yeah, and so like next time I'm gonna sneeze, I can just be like, right? Because I can hit the button there, whereas I used to have to dig through OBS to find the mic to hit the stupid mute. But yeah, I've had the Stream Deck for like a year and a half or two now. And then I was finally like, you know, I should really see if there is one for this. And there is. Why is it? This is annoying. Bird VTuber? Why would I VTube? How's it going, Goodspeed? Welcome, welcome. Oh, don't mute when I sneeze. I also try to mute when I yawn, so I don't give out contagious yawns. But, oh, you know what? This might just be backed up. No, what the hell? No, they're all done. What the fuck? Did these break again? This is from August 15th. Okay. Well, run this again. But yeah. Icarus, why should I VTube though? So one of the other things is I've been going through my clips. I didn't realize how many times or how often I streamed without my hair up. I thought that was something I did rarely. Like there's like 25% of the clips my hair's down. Like it's the mohawk cut, but it's not up. So I'm like, oh, guess I did this more often than I thought I did. The funny part too is, so this past weekend, one of the guys in town from the makerspace, I know him from meetups and stuff, he started making sourdough bread at some point, and he's like kind of trying to sell it, turn it into a business and stuff. He's like, hey, do you want a loaf? And I'm like, sure. I'm like, do you want some pickles? So we traded. Like, I was out doing yard work and stuff, and I was like, just an FYI, don't freak out. I will not have my mohawk up. Like, I'm going out and doing yard work. I'm getting all sweaty and gross. I'm not putting my hair up. You know, the cool streamer gears, the next steps, right? Yeah, no. I mean, like I said, I've had the Stream Deck for like 2 years. I just never got it set up right. Because the the tool I was trying to use on Linux didn't have default icons, so I had to like pick icons for everything, and I was just like, ugh. Like I got something else to do. Glad they modified the clip button, because the amount of times I've accidentally clicked clip instead of full screen, which there was a lot I never learned. Yeah. So as I'm going through and cleaning up my clips, yeah, a lot of people did that. Also, a lot of people really like the Gore startup screen. I have deleted that clip many, many times. It's just 30 seconds of Gorse. Just 30 seconds of this. I'm just like, oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Why not? Are we pixelated? I can't tell on this screen. The, oh, I wanted to... No, okay. It just... The other thing, too, is with the Stream Deck now, I don't know that I necessarily need to use studio mode in OBS anymore, which is cool. You may have taken many of those for the reason above. Yeah, I don't know. I've noticed quite a few coming from you. Just clips in general, which thank you. But yeah, I see the thing. I don't care who took this clip or anything. And it's unfortunate too. Like there's a lot of stuff where it's like, oh, this would have been a great clip, but it cuts out like 10 seconds too early. And you're just like, delete, because the VOD's gone, right? So I'm like back to 2022 now, but I still have a lot more to go. And it's just like, yeah. What are we gonna do here? What is building? Oh, scan build. Okay, just finished. All right, so why isn't the I Am Freedom docs working? It looks like it did. We're gonna run this and see what it does. But yeah, like the clip button too, like people would hit clip and then decide not to, and then it still saves a clip, and I never went through and deleted those. So now I've got 8+ years of clips to go through. So yeah, it's been yeah, would have been much better if I was, well, to be fair, the tooling back then wasn't great, and now it's a lot better, so that's cool. Okay, so just redeployed. Yep, go on. Vertical contacts. All right, there it is. There's Get Action menu. All right, it's contacts, Get. Yeah, why like the search results JSON is cached and it's not updating, which is weird. Yeah, huh. Oh, problem for another day. Okay, okay, so chat send file is the last one. Okay, so I did get all the way through that list. Right, so I went through everything in here in the purple, in the plugin protocol info struct. And the reason I said that funny is because everyone always calls these, the whole reason libpurple is called purple is because of protocol plugin. But in the code, the fucking object is named plugin protocol. So we should be a plupre. I don't know. Right? So it was protocol plugin PURPLE. So we should be a pleeper. They should be lib pleeper. if the lore is to be for certain, or the source of truth. Pleeper. Or something else that's PLPR, or PRPL. No, PLPR, yeah. Plopper. Alright, so we got to... That's the protocol, the new virtual functions, create connection. Protocol .h. Okay, did we talk about these? The user splits. I don't know if we talked about those or not, because I want them to go away. They need to go away. Or they're going to go away, but they're not there yet. Okay. The number of properties that used to be virtual functions, icon name replaceable. Blah. You may notice get user splits, which mentioned above, are going to be changed in the near future and are not covered here because of that. Okay, good. Get whiteboard ops will most likely be changed to something like create whiteboard, but we don't have whiteboards implemented anywhere at the moment, so this has been deprioritized as we don't have a way to test it. All right, so then we got can connect, create connection, generate account name, get action menu, get action menu. Oh, and then set display name async. Right. So we need to grab that from above and put that down here. Protocol contacts. This is, yeah. Set display name. Display name, boss. Display name. The virtual functions replace the set public alias virtual function. This sure, whatever, it's fine. Like, we're not going to keep saying this allows you to check the result. Like, that's the whole reason you have the async function, is you can get the result. Like, the funny part too is way back in the day, before we even moved to UTrack or anything, and I had some stuff in Trello of all things. One of the things was for Purple 4 was async API, and then it's just like, no, just put async API in Purple 3, because yeah. What's going to be in Purple 4? I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully that one won't be under my watch. 10 years to get Purple 3 out. Somebody else can do Purple 4. Please. Connect via SSH to what? I'm like, can you use SSH? I don't know. Can you? There's lots of SSH hosts to connect to. To the chat? What does that even mean? You're saying in Pidgin can you use SSH? And maybe somebody made a plugin for that? I don't know. We work on Pidgin Instant Messenger here. Are you saying, like, can you use a terminal client? Is that your question? And if so, then you would want to look at Finch. We don't have a website for Finch, but Finch is a command line interface version to libpurple. But we're not going to work on it. Right now, we're not planning on Finch 3. As we're working on Pidgin 3, because it's too much. But, like, if you're asking, like, can you, like, treat it like a terminal IRC client or something? Yeah, that's what Finch is. Finch chat client. We should really build, yeah, so, like, I started this. And yep, that's as far as I got. Oh, and this isn't even right anymore. I mean, kind of. But yeah, like we don't have screenshots or anything. But if you mean like, can it run on a server and then you can connect to it? Yeah, Finch would be a way to do that. That, or if you want to get more fancy, you can use something like Biddleby. Biddleby. There is a libpurple IRC or libpurple plugin for Biddleby. Yeah, and that, or you can use Spectrum 2. Not Adobe, this Spectrum 2. And then you can use any command line XMPP client to connect to anything else using libpurple. So, yes. There are many, many ways. Yeah, we make a client to talk to other things. But it can talk to all the things. Alright, protocol contacts is where we stopped, I guess. So we did we do get profile async? Why didn't we put get profile in here? That's dumb. Get profile. This is protocol contacts. What was this even called? And I just closed all the Pidgin 2 stuff. This is the problem with the docs, is this stuff just takes so freaking long. Just to sort all of it out, which is why, like, if we had done this earlier, like, as we started changing all this stuff, it would have helped out a lot. Oh, you know what I realized? Changelog.api can actually help here. Nope, we stopped using it at this point. Damn. Or stopped updating it, rather. So there's like a get info. It's not chat info. Send IM. Send info. Get info. Should arrange for purple notify user info to be called with at A with whose info. The get info. Get info. Virtual function has been replaced by vfunc at protocol contacts dot get profile async and vfunc at protocol contacts dot get profile finish. Async pair. These may change in the near future, or in the future, or may be replaced in the future for more for rich profiles, or profiles with additional content. Sure, let's go with that. Yes, I'm the lead developer of Pidgin. I did not create it, but I have been the lead developer since 2016, but I've been involved in the project since 2003. Did cycle start on the first paid job for your new CNC? Oh boy. You rent out your CNC? Sorry, that came off as like judgy. It was a question. Not like, oh, you... Do I have a CNC? Sorry. No, I said you rent out your CNC. Or I asked if you rent out your CNC. That is the words that I am trying to get out of my mouth. We got set alien. Oh, yeah, we'll fix that later. Oh, you rent your time with your CNC. Gotcha. Okay, yeah, that makes sense too. All right, and then alien. Cool. All right, I think we're good there. Get 100 to 200 an hour for it. Nice. I was gonna ask you what what you charge for that in a DM, but whatever, it's fine. Like if you want to share, by all means. I don't think I could charge anybody for my printer time, my 3D printer time, but maybe. Yeah, you don't mind. Yeah, you never know, right? Some people are real hush hush on that stuff. Some people aren't. So just, err on the side of, yeah, I can't think of the right word, but you know what I mean. It's a 50K machine. You got to pay for it somehow. Jesus. That is a lot of money. All right. Protocol contacts looks to be done. Just amend that commit right in. All right. Lid purple. Protocol contacts. Conversation is next. Okay. How did I start this? It's in the protocol. Markdown's so hard to read when it's not, or when you're writing it. Protocol conversations. Or protocol conversation. Yep. Nope. Oh, I should build the docs. Handles everything for managing conversations. Which includes DMs, group DMs, channels, and threads. Okay, I'm going to do this, and I forgot. It's your third CNC router. The first two were baby noob machines, then intermediate, trying to be a prosumer machine. Now I get the full basic pro machine. Gotcha. Oh, damn, we just missed an ad. I'm saying damn because I kind of got to pee. So I'm just like, oh. Yeah. All right, protocol conversation. What do we got in here? I don't remember. Lots of stuff. We should probably nuke this up a bit too. Oh, Jesus. Let's come back to this one because this one's going to take a long time to get right. This is a really important one and something that's going to take a while. Just because like we've got to talk about how the user interface talks about joining a conversation. Or creating a DM, and then a channel and stuff like that too. But all right, that's it. I'm not gonna wait 20 minutes to go pee, so I will be right back. Oh, what am I doing? I can just hit the button. All right, I'll be right back. Wait, it didn't go back. What the hell? Oh, I hit back, not away. All right, sorry about that. I got distracted by kitties. Um, all right. So yeah, we're gonna come back to protocol conversation just because there's a lot, and I want to try to get through more faster, more and faster. KMFDM. Yeah. So I've gotten smarter with this. So like generally speaking, we do a reserve structure. If we think there's going to be a lot, we do 8. If we think there's only going to be a couple that we're going to add over time, we'll do 4. I realize since everything's async, we need to double that number. Yeah, not Slater yet. It was the kitten. So my roommate and I brought in a feral cat that was pregnant back in June. And she had 6 kittens. So there are a lot of cats running around this house right now. And they're sectioned off to be upstairs. So I was petting them as I was going upstairs to go to the bathroom and stuff. So yeah, so there's the 6 kittens, their mama, and then Slater. There are currently 8 cats in this house. Lots of cats. I mean, it's Slater, so you know, he's basically handling it the way he handled Big Boy, which is he's not a fan and he's hissing at stuff. So he's needed some special, very deliberate daddy time, stuff like that. You know, that sounds bad, but you know, so like I've had to stop eating like dinner at my desk, stuff like that. Like go sit in the living room. He'll sit up next to me, cuddle next to me, stuff like that. But like ever since, it was more than a month ago now. I don't remember how long. He got into my roommate's room, which is where all the cats were. Like, so yesterday we opened up the rest of the upstairs to them. So Slater got in there when they were all in the room and the mama kicked his ass. And since then he has not been upstairs. He's come halfway up the stairs, but he never really went further than that. So, you know, he doesn't, and not that he came by me much while I was sleeping or anything either, but that's just totally not even on the table anymore. But, you know, so I'm trying to make sure I deliberately go out of my way to give him some attention, stuff like that. It's actually like that too, since you got the Void Cat. So, question. So apparently the cat's skin color is the same color as their nose. Do your cats have different color noses? Which one's Max? No, I don't want to pin. Trying to look at the emotes, man. Pipe shock. Yeah, okay. So yeah, I don't know. I know you've got emotes for like all your cats. But so like I'm half serious, but I joke that Slater's racist because Slater has a pink nose and Big Boy has a black nose. And most of the kittens and Mama have a black nose. Actually, I think all the kittens have black noses. But like Slater's okay with one of the other ferals. Like they'll be close to each other outside the window and Slater doesn't give a shit. And he's got a pink nose. So it's just like, are you racist, dude? So, yeah. Socks and Patty both have black noses. Patty's fully black. However, Socks does have white skin where the fur is white and black where it's black. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that was a thing. I thought their skin was just always one color. So like the kittens, there's 2 Torpies, or Calicos. Right? Which one's a Torpy? Whatever. I don't know. I need to learn all that stuff and I'm just whatever. But yeah, the one it's mostly like gray and black stripes, but it's half its face is orange and white. And then basically almost a toe on each paw is orange, but everything else is black and white. Or gray and white rather. It's a very cute cat. Very distinct, very it's the word I'm looking for. Maybe distinguished? Distinct. That's a word. All right. Did we have anything for searching contacts in Pidgin 2? I don't think we did. Like, we might have at one point, but I don't think it made it into lit purple even. Whisper, chat, send, keep alive, register user, chat buddy, alias, rename, normalize, find B-list chat, chat buddy, real name, room lists. Yeah, there's nothing, like, you can get a profile for somebody or you can add them by their name, but there's nothing to be like, show me everybody whose name is Gary, right? Add buddy with invite, chat buddy alias, can't receive file. Okay, yeah. Alright. So this becomes search contacts async. Searching contacts. Menu protocols now allow or have a way to search contacts, whether that's publicly or from your contacts. This is often used when creating group DMs and group DMs, which is often used when creating group DMs. To support this, vfunc at protocol directory dot search contact async and vfunc at protocol directory dot search contacts finish have been created. Searching channels. The old room list API has already been removed, but will be replaced by virtual functions in iFace at protocol directory. Once the design has been completed and implemented. Okay, boop. Alright, protocol directory's done. Yay. That was a fast one because we just started that one recently. Protocol file transfers. Ooh. And again, well, that... We need to add the implement methods. Yep, okay. We should do that real quick. Because it's not here. This is the thing, right? Like, I can go, well, I suppose we can just put tickets in for this too. Add implements functions to protocol file transfer. We should have purple dot protocol file transfer dot implements receive file and right. Oh, implements receive and implement send. protocol file transfer implements send functions for language bindings to verify that a protocol supports those operations. I know, like, I'm making it unassigned, right? We know I'm gonna end up implementing it. It's fine, but yeah. Alright, so what were the file transfer things over here in Purple 2 land? I don't remember. Yeah, so... Oh, that's chat can receive file. We should probably have something like can receive file or something, and we just don't right now. And I'm not sure how we want to go about doing that is part of the problem. Migrating. At some point too, I feel like I should just commit what I have for the, or I should just pull request what I have for this doc, and like we'll fill in the blanks afterwards because just there's so much stuff here. This is easily going to be like 10,000 words by the time we're done with it. Okay, Sublime doesn't tell me how many words it is, but I don't want L. 6,981 so far. And we're like a third of the way through the protocol interfaces, and we still have to go through the AI, or the UI abstractions. So, yep. The old file transfer virtual functions have been replaced by async methods. Virtual can receive file. Can receive file, send file, send file. New exfer. Oh. And like most interfaces, yeah. Protocol interfaces. The file transfers interface has been completely overhauled as well. So as I was going through the clips too, which I'm going to be doing for a while, so you guys are going to hear me say this a bunch. I found an old clip where I was talking about file transfers and how they're a security issue. And it's something that's interesting, and I don't know, maybe, I don't know that we want to necessarily make a blog post about it at some point, but like, people don't realize like the potential dangers of actually, I don't want to say potential dangers. Like the API gets confusing because when you send a file in a peer-to-peer manner, even on a chat client, you don't actually send the file. Like, or sorry, you're you're initiating a file transfer, but you did not connect to the remote side. The remote side connects to you. And the reason for that is if a protocol has, so what ends up happening on all of these is you'll get some sort of notification through the protocol to say that so-and-so wants to send you a file, right? But what ends up happening is when they send that notification, they send their IP address and port to connect to, because otherwise, if it went the other way, then you could just easily pick up somebody's IP address and then just start DOSing them or trying to hack them or something, right? So the initiator is not the one that the initiator listens for incoming connections. They become the server. So they don't actually they don't establish a connection to that would like figure out the remote side's IP address. The remote side has to go, okay, I'll accept that file. And then they will connect to the remote side. Like the remote side puts up the risk of their IP address and port numbers and stuff like that. So it's a little weird and confusing to people at first, but that's how it goes. Send and receive. All right, we'll say the new XVer SWK, I don't know how to tell you this. Socks is a very common cat name. So clearly, if you want more cats, you have to name them Socks. Because that's the normal standard that people expect. The new XVer virtual function. A gray cat named Socks. He's all gray except his lower legs and feet that are white. Yeah. Virtual function has been removed as what do we actually put in here for this? I don't remember. Do we, what are the properties? Get content type, get air, file size, file name, get initiator, local file. Ah, yes. So something in here, so the local files where you're going, and then there's the... And the remote file? Oh, no, that's the remote sender. That should probably be initiator. You want to know the fucker's an asshole with expensive? He's FIV plus and diabetic? Oh, that's a bummer. Oh, right. So we have initiated. Who initiated it, and then it's the purple contact info that transfer was created with to transfer. Well, it's created with that. That's a bunch of Grimlish right there. File size. How the fuck is this supposed to work? God, I wish I had written an example for this. This creates a file transfer used to send the local file to remote. This will also set file name, file size, perhaps available since 3.0. Oh, right. Okay. Jesus. So what happens is the protocol will use the local file to either read or write to, and that's what it is. Okay. Jesus. All right. The new extra virtual function is removed as class at file transfer. Should be able to fulfill any custom needs. Especially custom needs. The protocol should use I'll do this. Virtual function can receive file has been replaced by the async pair of defunct add protocol file transfer. Yeah, this is was it receive async? Yeah. Async and defunct at protocol file transfer receive finish. The protocol will read the data from the client and store it into property at file transfer local file. When sending, or say virtual function has been replaced by the async pair of blah blah blah. And that's okay. The send file virtual function has been replaced by the async pair of. Tell me if this is getting redundant, because it feels like it's getting redundant. Protocol file transfer, send async and defunct at protocol file transfer dot send file finish. The protocol will read the data from property at file transfer dot local file and send it out to the remote side. We may need to add more API here in the future for negotiations, but whatever, that's fine. Like, I don't need to put an additional reason to that. All right, cool. Right, see, this is why I want to do these other ones first, right? Because they're pretty simple. They're pretty easy. It's just conversations interface is fucking complicated in chat client. Go figure. Who would have guessed? Definitely not the people who are like, God, I can't believe you haven't just written your own chat client. It's so easy. I put chat in everything. It's like, yeah, you put basic chat in everything. Basic chat is easy. Like, but if you want like modern chat features, it's a whole different ball game, man. Like, oh yeah, okay, yeah. You build chat in a day, huh? How's your history lookup work, huh? How do you handle stuff from 3 years ago? Where do you store it? How do you look it up? How do you get to it? Yeah, you just fire and forget it. Forgot. Forgot. Fire and forget it. No. Is forget a word? Forget. Is an archaic past tense of the verb forget. Somehow I'm always pulling up those archaic words. Forgainst? Forgather? Huh. Oh, I like forget. Why dost thou forget thy gat? Oh. Yep. Where are the roster stuffs? Get chat name, reject chat, join chat, permit, deny, add, remove buddies. Oh. What did we say was supposed to be an update? How's it going, Broman Empire? Welcome, welcome. How are you? Thank you for the 12 months. Greatly, greatly appreciated, Broman Empire. Or Holy Broman Empire. My bad. I should say your soul name. Is your soul name? Your full name? Jesus. When somebody calls themselves the Grim Reaper, talks about your soul name, watch out. But yeah, fancy new sub badge for you. Congrats. You went from the green to the pink. Or not the pink, to the purple. This is the green bones to the purple bones. Congrats. Yeah. All right. What do we say for this? Request that roster updates contact on the server-side roster. When callback is called, yeah, this would include things that libpurple user can change about a remote contact, including but not limited to the alias, their permission, their person, and their tags. The alias doesn't necessarily make sense here anymore because that's built into protocol contacts now. But you gotta do both by all means. But yeah, so this is like server alias something or other, something in here. There's like set alias. Yeah, okay, well, we'll get to that in a second. All right, so this is, where's add remove, buddy? Oh. It's gonna be bedtime here soon. All right, protocol roster. No, we haven't built in a second. Because I typed profile directory instead of protocol directory. This is why we gotta build every so often. Just send finish, not send file. Yay, finished. Alright. Then we've got protocol roster. Roster management, or roster, or contact list management has been broken out to its own interface as well. Purple 3 will cache everything between program invocations now. So protocols that don't have a server-side list or roster can skip this entirely. For protocols that do have a... Yeah, I don't know that we really need update at all anymore. We'll see. That do have a server-side roster. This interface is used to manage it. Add contact. What do we name this thing? Oh no, it's just add. What was the old one? Just like add buddy. Okay. The add buddy virtual function has been replaced by an async pair. vfunc at protocol roster dot add async, and yeah, just add async, right? It's so rare for there to be such a short name here. Add finish. This oh right. We will eventually add authorization API here, but we haven't had a need yet, so it has not yet been completed. Right, so like asking if you can be added to somebody's list, right? Or do we cover this in? We might have covered this in ad. Oh, sorry. No, because we didn't give you a message or anything. Yeah. So like, yeah. All right. Well, that's dumb. We'll eventually add others. Yeah. All right. This pair will ask the server to add a contact to your roster. Yeah. Oh. Currently, groups are only being implemented via tags, via class at tags. With the name of group. This allows multiple groups, or allows contacts to easily be in multiple groups, and lets The user interfaces do what do they, or display them. Display contacts however they wish. So in Purple 2, the contact list was a giant tree structure, an honorary tree, and a buddy was a node in that tree. That was a leaf. Is that dirt or is that actually? Well, that's definitely dirt. So it was very difficult. So like in the structure of the tree, that's not what I wanted. In the structure of the tree, right, so you had a buddy here, right? This is like somebody that's like aim contact, right? But inside this buddy was inside a contact node. So this would be like Gary, right? But then this contact node was in a group node. Group Pidgin, right? So this was the actual buddy. And since we didn't have reference counting, so more specifically, so these were kind of polymorphic objects, not exactly, but kind of, right? So you could also have a chat here, right? So you could have chat or whatever, it's chat, RW Grim or hash RW Grim on Twitch, right? So whatever, that's a bad setup, but this is how the groups were built, right? So since there was no reference counting or anything, or so more specifically, I mean, we can just actually go look at it. So if we look at a buddy, so here's a buddy, right? So its first member was a purple B-list node, which is a node. Purple B-list node, right? That has a type. This would be set to buddy, but then it has next, previous, parent, child, blah, 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 right? So the parent here, so whatever, this guy dot parent would then point to the contact, and then the contact, which is here, also has a B-list node, and its parent is the group, right? So if you wanted to, like trying to put buddies into multiple groups, you ended up like having to duplicate memory for them, and things would get weird because like you have two separate instances of the buddy that should have the same name, but they're different pointers, and shit got real weird. And I think that we worked through most of it, but it created problems, right? And like this is one of those like code smells that started happening eons ago, where like, hey, this was totally modeled after like AIM, and like it's starting to break down. And like this broke down in Google Plus even, because Google Plus you had circles, right? So you had people in multiple groups, and lots of other chat clients let you put people in multiple groups now and stuff like that too. So that's one of the reasons why it's just like, yeah, groups are just a tag over here. They're not really a big thing. They're not a big deal. It's fine, right? And it's weird, but it's okay. So, but yeah, this structure got broke down. So it was just contacts are there, and then a contact can have a person, and then a person can have multiple contacts with a priority one, and then yeah, whatever. It's that breakdown needs to be in here somewhere. It's probably not going to be in the migration docs. It needs to just be in the like normal docs. Of just like, hey, here's how, or in like the architectural docs, like here's how contacts work. Now, blah, 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 right? If you want a group, do this. So, we will eventually add, we will probably need to add an authorization request API here. We haven't had the need yet, so it has not yet been done or completed. It's fine. Okay. Yep. Update the update async pair. Is used to update additional data about a contact. Like when their tags change, or like when a custom avatar. Yeah, we don't have that in there. Huh. I wonder. Oh, what's the custom avatar or tags are changed, for example. There could be more to this in the future. Remove the the add buddies virtual function been removed with no intention to replace it. Yeah, it's fine. The remove buddy virtual function has been replaced by an async pair. Vfunc add protocol roster dot remove async and vfunc add protocol roster dot remove finish. These will ask the server, that's the protocol, to remove a contact from your roster. The add buddies virtual function has been removed, and there is no plan to add it back unless a good use case is discovered for it. Oh shit, we might need group functions here. Well, that's stupid. Oh, maybe not. No, the protocol can just figure that out. Yeah. All right. Purple protocol roster remove, isn't it remove async? What is your beef? It's vfunc. I'm like, what am I missing? This is totally a thing. It exists. All right, I think we're gonna call it here. Like I said, I'm really tired. I want to go to bed. So we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna go raid Mr. Zeddy Shaw. He's doing an 80s style retro dungeon crawler. Okay, sure, whatever. If you want to, sure. But if you don't want to join the raid, you can go ahead and hit cancel above the chat. Otherwise, there's nothing else you need to do. In the meantime, be sure to follow on Twitch and subscribe on YouTube and hit the notification bell for your desired level of notifications. Also, you can follow me on social media. You can find links to all that right over here. I do post on my Mastodon when I'm going to go live. So if that's something you're using, you can check that out. Otherwise, you can join us on the officially unofficial Pidgin Discord right over here as well. So thank you everybody for coming by tonight, and until next time, adios.